Time to go one-on-one with North Dakota State big man, sort of, Rocky Kreuser. He plays the 5 for NDSU, but you'll see him out in the perimeter as well, and that's probably what makes you kind of a unique matchup for a lot of teams. They're not used to playing stretch 5s out in the perimeter.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something, it's a little bit different than a lot of 5s have to guard. A lot of coaches got a game plan for it a little bit differently. I think that gives us a little bit of an advantage in some ways.
When you first got here, I think the original plan was, hey, we're going to bring him in, we're going to redshirt him his first year, and then move him into the lineup. But all of a sudden, they kind of needed you right away. When did you realize, yeah, I'm going to be playing this season?
Yeah, well, I sat down with Coach, with my family when I was getting recruited, and he said, we plan on redshirting you. But then he told me, I want you to come in and practice like you're playing for minutes. Mm-hmm. And so I did that, and it was probably a week or so before our first game against Santa Barbara freshman year. He said, yeah, we plan on playing you, so get ready. It was obviously an incredible opportunity to play as a true freshman.
And I know you played basketball, but you're also a really big football player in high school as well. As a matter of fact, I think you won a state championship at Sotino Grace, right? You were a tight end, scored a touchdown at US Bank Stadium in the title game.
Yeah.
Did you look at playing football potentially as a sport in the next level?
A little bit. It wasn't anything too serious. Having a 6'9" frame, 6'8" frame coming out of high school, it's a little bit tall.
Yeah.
I was more of a lanky guy, and my love was for basketball, so I just had to follow that.
Toughest thing getting used to, or where have you grown most as a player since you got here? Now you're in junior year.
Obviously I changed my body, put on about 25 pounds. That was a big step for me. And then another step was just, getting through the rigors of college, mental toughness. That's huge. Coming from a private school, I wouldn't say I had it the hardest. But then coming here, I really had to put my head down and kind of just get through a lot of stuff, kind of grind through some things.
Yeah. Off the court, when you can get away from everything, what do you like to do? You have any interesting hobbies or anything weird about what you're doing away from the hoops?
Well, I always love fishing with the pops, with the fam. I'm a big water sports guy.
Really?
I surfed for the first time behind a boat for the first time this summer. That was pretty fun. But yeah, being on the lake, that's probably my favorite thing to do in the summers. And then just, spending time with the guys.
A 6'8" guy at 250 pounds on a surfboard.
You can see why that
Did it look awkward at all?
Oh, it felt awkward, so it had to have looked awkward for sure.
What's been the most enjoyable experience for you since being here?
Well, I gotta say, it's been probably winning the Summer League Championship last year.
Yeah.
That was just an incredible experience, obviously. I would have to say that's my favorite, most incredible experience.
What else about your family? I know they're always coming to games all the time. I know they're huge supporters of you, and I know how much that must mean to you too.
Oh, for sure. Looking over into the crowd and seeing at least my mom and dad there pretty much at every single game, it means the world to me. And even now I have my aunts, uncles, brothers and sisters, they're all coming to games too, and it's huge to know that you got that support behind you.
Now, obviously, you're 6'8", you're a big guy, but you're expected to guard the other team's biggest guy too, and that's not always the easiest thing in the world. How do you manage doing that when you're maybe giving up a couple inches and maybe 20 pounds to some of these guys?
I think the biggest thing is being physical, using your feet really well. You go from playing on the perimeter out there, just a little bit more of a finesse game, to really coming here with the 7-footers, 260-pounders, really the bangers. And it's kind of a mentality you got to switch from offense and defense. There's going to be a lot of contact down here. You got to take it, embrace it, and push back a little bit.
And that's all right. Just hang in there.
Yeah.
All right. That's Rocky Kreuser. Appreciate the time, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
One-on-one.